Hello, my friends. Welcome. Happy New Year. As you guys can see from the title, today we are doing our empties of 2024. So excited about this. So as you guys can see, I'm filming in a different area just because it's a little bit more convenient. So I apologize for any shadowing. I'm working with the lighting that I have because I'm doing all new lighting and it's taken a hot minute for it to arrive. So anyway, so you're here for makeup empties. I'm excited to share with you guys my makeup empties of 2024. I will compare my numbers to 2023. Bear in mind, I always say this every year. It all depends on what it is that you use. That is how much as far as total cost that you use up. So if you only have high-end products, you're obviously going to have a lot more dollars used up versus if somebody who only buys drugstore, their price is going to change. So I don't really hold this. I don't have a set amount that I want to use up or items themselves. It is what I use and I'm fine with it. So I have all of my numbers and I will share it with you guys from last year. So if you're interested to see where we stand this year, stay tuned. So for our face primers, so in 2024, as you guys know, I will be reiterating that over and over. 2024, we had 4 face primers. These are the 4 face primers that I ended up using. If something is a deluxe sample size, I just based it off of $5 because I didn't feel like calculating or it didn't exist. So these are the 4. I would absolutely repurchase this one. This one was a gift with purchase, but this was such a generous gift with purchase. It lasted a really long time. I would get this as a full size. I have it of the foundation version and I love it. This one, I already have another one I'm currently using, so that's fine. These 2 were okay, not my favorite, so I wouldn't really necessarily get these. These 2 I would definitely get. But as a total for my face primers, I ended up using $29 worth of face primers. For foundations, these are the only 2 foundations that I finished last year. I'm happy with that. Typically, my usage is 2 per year, sometimes more depending on how far gone some foundations are. This doesn't mean that these are the only 2 that I ended up using. I do have quite a bit of foundations that are halfway used. So eventually I will get to them as well. Let's see what I finished this year. But in 2024, I finished these 2, totaling $94, you guys. And I would repurchase these. This one is about my 5th bottle that I've repurchased. So you know that's my favorite. And this one was the first time I used this one. And I love this one. Right now, I do have glowy foundations that are doing what this did. But if I were to repurchase, I would absolutely repurchase this one. This was a beautiful one on the face. I loved it. So these 2 were definitely some of my favorites. All right, so this is the concealer corrector. I figured I'd just put it all together. Why split it? So I ended up finishing 2 correctors and 2 concealers, which is perfectly fine with me. These are the 2 correctors that I did finish. The Tarte Shape Tape corrector and the Benefit Boing. As you guys can see, these are 2 different coloring. I would not repurchase this one. I would repurchase this one. This one's a really beautiful one, but I'm trying to not buy a corrector to see if I really do genuinely need it. As of right now, I don't need it. I've been doing really good with sleep and water and all that stuff, so I'm trying to naturally just have less on my face and more of benefits throughout like what I do in my life. So these 2 are beautiful. I just preferred the Tarte one better because of the coloring and the formula was really nice. And then these are the other 2. They have did away with this one and they made it the new version. I haven't tried it, but this one was a beautiful one. Really love this one. And then the Tarte Ultra Creamy. This took forever, you guys. I liked it, didn't love it. There's a lot more better out there for me personally for the way that I like to do my makeup, so I wouldn't buy that one again. This one was free, so I didn't buy it. But I wouldn't buy that on my own unless it came into my life again by itself. So in total, I used up 4, totaling $122. $122 for this. This is literally a Pat McGrath palette, basically. Alrighty, you guys. So these are my powders for this year. I ended up using 5 of them. The Charlotte Tilbury one, this was beautiful, but you guys, it's so expensive for what it is. So I got this one free. I didn't buy this, so I wouldn't buy this on my own. There's just other ones that I like better. The 2 Wet n Wild ones I didn't love, so I wouldn't repurchase these. And these were free. I forgot how I got them, but I did end up using those. Not the biggest fan of those, so I would not buy those. The Beauty Bakery flower one, this one's beautiful for the summertime. I like that one. And then the brightening under eye, which I would purchase again because I did like how it brightened, but I want to try something else because this is like my 3rd tube of this one. The only ones that I would really repurchase is probably this one and this one. Other than that, I'm content. I think I found other powders that I do like more, but if I were to pick out of here, I would end up buying these 2. So 5 of these, I spent $122. So this is a total of $122 as well. Okay, these are the 3 setting sprays that I ended up using up this year. The Mario Badescu Urban Decay All Nighter and It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. I like them. I don't love them. I found other things that I actually appreciate more that do not have alcohol in them. I am going through all of the ones that I have now because certain ones that I still have alcohol in them. So I'm trying to use those up and then just stick to the ones that I have found that I genuinely enjoy. If I'm in a pinch, I wouldn't mind repurchasing the Urban Decay because I have repurchased that in the past. But there's other ones that I prefer more. So I wouldn't necessarily repurchase all of these. And these total $27. Cream bronzer category. I only used up one. That is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer. Really like this one. There was a drawback to this one, and I can't remember what it was because I've used this up so long ago. I think it had to do something with the formula. With certain foundations, it just didn't work well under it, and that's why I was like, about it. I love the color. I love the consistency, but it was very finicky to work with certain foundation, so that's why I wouldn't repurchase this one. So I did like it, I didn't love it, and a total of $16 I used up in this category. Cream blush, I ended up using 4, 2 full size, 2 sample size, which is awesome for me considering this is the category that blew up this year in my makeup collection. So I used up the Tower 28. This was a gift. The ColourPop Magic Moon, I ended up purchasing that one. This one was a sample size of Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer and the Ilia At Last shade. So in total, I used up $39 worth of cream blushes. None of these in front of me would I repurchase. They're not my favorite. They're not my all-time. You guys know that my all-time favorite is the MAC Glow Play. I'm wearing True Harmony today. I can't stop wearing them. No matter what I do, I'm always plopping those suckers on my face. I just love them. I love them. I love the Sydney Grace. I love the Nude Sticks. I love the Anastasia. I love the It Cosmetics, the Nessa Myricks. There's so much better ones out there for my preference, so I wouldn't repurchase any of these. But I'm happy I was able to finish them. All right, for bronzer, I ended up finishing 3. Yes, I am considering this one being one that I used up in here because I used it up this year, as well as this one, because boy, did these take a long time for me to use, so I will be counting those. So this is my Bare Minerals, NARS Laguna, and the Tahitian Glow. These 2 are still available to purchase, the 2 that were in here. This one is not, unfortunately, and this one was a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. Oh my goodness, I love that one. So in total, I used up 3, totaling $65 worth of bronzer. I don't know how I'm going to do this year with bronzer. If I were to repurchase any of these, I already have this one of my top favorites for the summer. I love this bronzer. I have it in a jumbo size. I have it in a regular size, as well as the NARS Laguna. I have it in different kinds of formulas, whether it's the Gelée formula, the regular formula. So I love that one as well. And this one I would have absolutely repurchased if it was still available. It was a beautiful baked formula. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I do have the medium to dark version. This one was the fair to light. So I will be using that for the summertime, but beautiful, beautiful formula. I can't believe they got rid of that one. 2 highlighters I finished this year. The Mary Lou, which you know that took forever for me to finish, as well as the highlighting powder. Why do I feel like I finished another? No, I didn't. The Makeup Forever one's the one that I hit pan on. I knew there was another highlighter that I was taking a while to use up. So in total, I used $31 worth of highlighter. Mary Lou is one of those classic ones that if I did not know what else to buy, I would repurchase that one. Same with this one. The Precious Petals was a beautiful color as well, but I have so many highlighters that I would not repurchase these. There are beautiful formulas out there that I would prefer over these, but if I was in a pinch, I wouldn't mind repurchasing these. These were not bad. I don't pan things that I don't like, if that makes any sense. So I wouldn't mind these again, but an era has ended with Mary Lou and Precious Petals. I finished one eye primer this year, and that's okay with me. This one was a like jumbo size eyeshadow primer. So in total, I used $28 worth of eyeshadow primer. I have since purchased an eyeshadow primer that is about the same price range, but it's so phenomenal. I cannot believe how well even crappy eyeshadows are lasting on my eyes, because as you guys know, everything gets eaten up by my eyeballs because they're so oily, and I found something that is so game-changing for me. I love it so much, so I would not repurchase this. One brow pencil I used up this year. This was a deluxe sample size, so I used a total of $5. This is the Benefit My Brow pencil. I got this same one again in a gift with purchase during the holiday season. This is nice. This was in the shade 4. The Anastasia one that I'm using is lasting me a lifetime, which is fine. As you guys know, this is one of those categories I do not like to constantly buy. So I am okay with this. I'm okay with this. So for eyebrow gel or eye gel, brow gel, whatever you want to call it, I used up 3 totaling $21. This one is a repurchase. They no longer make it, so I cannot purchase this anymore. I tried the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt because everyone keeps raving about it. I did not see the hype because it did not really do what I was expecting it to do. Like, I'm expecting it to really keep my brows in and whatever. I felt like this made my brow pencil kind of like turn to liquid and smear all over my skin, which I didn't like, so I would not repurchase. And then the Wet n Wild Brow Sensitive is pretty good, but it didn't last that long. I had to figure out plan B because I thought this would last me a lot longer. Like, this lasts me over a year. This one barely lasted me a few months. And for me, it's not worth it buying it every few months, because then I might as well buy a high-end one that's going to last me longer and have more grip. So all 3 of these will not be back in my collection. I'm still on the hunt for a good eyebrow gel. I'm currently using one that's okay. It works, but it's not accessible to me at the drugstore or at a store regularly. So if you have any suggestions, let me know, because I need a new brow gel. So in total, I used $21, like I said. All right, so now we have our cream eyeshadow area. So this is a color tattoo in chocolate suede. I used this one completely up. I didn't have much in here left. I cleaned it out because I'm using these containers. And then the 2 Milani ones. This one's in the Cafe Ole, which whatever it's called. You guys have repeated me, told me I know, but I forget. And then this one's Almond Nude. This color I do have over and over in my collection. I think I have 2 more in this color. And then this one, obviously it's like a cream base, so I have those as well. So I wouldn't repurchase any of these. In total, I used $21. You guys, in 2024 was the end of an era. I only have Bad to the Bronze color tattoo left. That's all that I have left in my collection as far as the color tattoos. I got rid of all the rest of them because they all just went bad. The color tattoo in Bad to the Bronze I purchased right before they discontinued it. I bought 2. So they're relatively new. And I used it about 2 weeks ago, and I remembered how much I love it. So that's the only color tattoo I've left in my collection. That is it, you guys. I don't have any other ones. So would I repurchase any of these? I have this color already over, and these 2 I have over and over. So I have better formulas for my oily eyelids. And this one, it's a shame because I do love color tattoos a lot. Eyeliner is just this one little deluxe sample size. Deluxe sample size, you guys. This was not even a full size, and it took me over a year to finish. Totaling $12. Yes, I did find it online, so that's why I was able to get it as a $5 one. This is a beautiful shade. This Makeup Forever M60. They no longer make it. I believe they renamed everything. They redid everything. Makeup Forever is one of my top favorite eyeliner formulas because it does not leave me any gunk. It doesn't run all around my eyes, on the edges, makes me look like I was crying or have gunk on either side of my eyeballs. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I would repurchase these. I'm trying to go through my eyeliners first before I repurchase any of them. But if I were, I would definitely get Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever is definitely one of my top favorites for very runny, watery eyes. Guys, I'm sad to say that I only used up one lip liner this year. I really worked hard on another one, which I'm wearing today. Look how tiny this is. I am working this one down. The thing cracked. I mean, I thought I was going to finish this one before the end of the year, and I could not finish it. I was just using more lip gloss this year than lipstick, which is fine. I'm trying to switch it up for this year now. I only used $7 worth of it. This is the color BFF. I already have another one of this. Is beautiful. I just don't like the fact that these, look at this, the actual liner separates from the pencil, and then this flew out of it, and I couldn't find it. I still couldn't find it. I think my vacuum sucked it up because I can't find it. So I could have had this much more left, but because it flung out, so I would not repurchase these. I have one more left, and that's the end of that. I will not be buying any more of the ColourPop ones until they fix this. I think their formula is beautiful, but I don't like the whole entire packaging setup because of the fact that it just slides right out. It's annoying, and I have other formulas that I prefer because of that reason. So I would not repurchase this. All right, so this is the reason why I did not use more lip liners, because I was more into lip gloss and lip oil. So I used up 5, totaling $66. So I used up the Tower 28 Chili. This was a gift. Beautiful. Loved it, but I went through this rather quickly, so I would not repurchase this. My Maybelline lip glosses, you guys. This was the last one in my collection because the rest my sister took, brand new, and that's fine with me. She needed lip glosses, so she ended up inheriting those. So this was my last one in my collection. It is a really nice formula, but I have other ones that I have to go through, so I would not repurchase it right now, but I would in the future. The Merit Bel Air one, this I believe is not being discontinued. I know the few shades are, but this one I don't think is. I love the formula. I love the color. I don't like the doe foot. I keep having to dip in there too many times to get products, so I'm not. This one, the hard candy one, I love these. I really, really do love these for the price and for what you're getting. So you guys can see I didn't pull out the stopper and I got most of it out. Yes, it'll leak towards the end because it's the end, but I do like it. I have quite a few other colors that were sent to me, so I would absolutely use those. Same thing with this NYX Fat Lip Oil. I have a few shades left. I love this color and Follow Back. I don't take out the stopper, but this is a really nice formula as well. So obviously I have more shades of those, so I would repurchase that. So yeah, this is the reason why I didn't use a lot of lip liners. All right, so in 2024, I used up 13 mascaras totaling $191, mainly because of these Dior ones. This was a primer, and then this was the regular size. This was sent to me in PR. This was beautiful. I really do like them, but for $30-some, I can get something just as equal. This is one of those categories where I am okay with a drugstore. I'm okay with it. So I wouldn't buy these unless these were sent to me or gifted to me, but these are really nice. So just so you guys can see the wand. I don't know if these will open up. See, the wand was natural bristle brush. It was really nice. I liked it. Then we had the Chanel one. This one was really nice as well. I liked how this one propped it on my eyelashes. Polite Society one. This one was a really good one too, even though I'm not a fan of the rubber brush, but I did like that one. So it's the Better Than Sex. I have a bunch of these. I really do like it. The one from L'Oreal is a dupe for it. This one I've used multiple times. Again, one of my favorites, Urban Decay Perversion. Really like that one. Clinique High Impact is another one I really do enjoy. I like the natural bristle brush. This one is gorgeous, and it's also a treatment for your eyes. I do already have another one. This is gorgeous, and I do have a coupon code if you're interested. Why do I do that to myself every time? Benefit Roller Lash. We all know that e.l.f. came out with a dupe. This is a really nice one. Again, I would like that one. This one sucked horribly. This was just like, what? Why? No. Anastasia, this one was the Lash Bang. Oh, this one was beautiful. Again, it's like that Better Than Sex brush. That's probably why I like it, because it's really nice. I like that one. Giorgio Armani. Oh, this one was stunning on the eyes. Really like this one. Yes, I would buy that, or use that again if it was given to me. And then the It Cosmetics, this is the one I'm currently using now. This one, it starts out dry. As you guys can see, I can't even open this up because it dries up. I do like it, but I feel like the sample size doesn't last as long as the full size because I have purchased the full size. So the majority of these I wouldn't mind having again in my life if they came to me one way or another. None of these did I buy. I don't buy mascara. I cannot remember the last time I bought mascara, and I still have a ton to go through. So eventually I will buy my own mascara, but so far I'm a fan of the majority of the ones that you see here. Last but not least was one lipstick that I did end up using up. This is the Maybelline Nude Embrace. One lipstick I used up, you guys, a Maybelline Nude Embrace, and I think I only have like 4 Maybelline lipsticks left in my collection. That's all that I have. They don't make this color anymore, but I have found a dupe for this, or I shouldn't say a dupe. I found something that's very similar to this. How did I get all that in there? So I will not repurchase this even if I could because I already have something. So this was just $8, total of $8. Okay, so my bucket of empties. I finally can get rid of this stuff. So in total, I used 57 items this year, totaling $904. So I did not break the $1,000 that I typically break. Last year, I used up 85 products, totaling $1,193. So I used up 28 less items this year and $289 less this year. I am still content with that. 57 items is still pretty good. I like to see what I get out of this. I have a feeling that next year is going to be a whole, this year, I should say, it's going to be a whole different ball game just because I am not project panning. I know it's a shocker if you don't know, I'm not project panning. So surprise. But I want to see what I naturally do. Is me using all this because of project panning, or can I do the same without project panning? I don't know. I want to see what I can do without being told what to do, you know what I mean? Or having to force it because it's in a project. So I want to see, so I'm going to keep these numbers. I am content with what I used up. I'm happy with the amount of stuff that I used up. Some of these items were very old, so I needed to get them out of my collection. Like even this powder I had for years. This one was one of my oldest highlighters. Some of the items were natural, so I needed to use them faster than others because then they would go bad. So I'm content with what I used up this year. I went through so many declutters in 2024, so I'm even down less with my numbers. Every year, I surprise myself with my inventory numbers. And so I'm happy to say that every year my collection gets smaller and smaller. I should know that because a lot of my drawers are no longer full of stuff and I can use them for whatever I want. But I'm happy with this. I'm happy with what I used up. I'm content with it. Could I have used up more? Yes, but you know, sometimes you just want to enjoy what you have. So I thank you guys so much for sticking around, seeing this video. I hope that the lighting didn't torture you guys. I'm doing changes, so just bear with me while I'm trying to finagle certain things. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you did do empties and kept up with yours. How much did you use up? Were you happy with it? What was your biggest accomplishment of an empty? Like, what was it? For me, I may have to say Mary Lou, because she is tough to finish. Like, she is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she was the hardest one to finish. Yeah, I think that might have been my biggest accomplishment. And this, like a cream blush, like these cream blushes from ColourPop, those are tough too. So I think those are my two ones that I would say they gave me a run for my money, but I pulled through. I'm very proud of myself. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next week in a new video. Adios.